Please rise as you are able.
You're gonna be walking down the aisle. Yes, get up. Is it better yet?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to present to you the David Prouty High School class of 2017. Those who are able to remain standing, I ask you to do so. We have a large flag on the other side of the gymnasium for those on the floor. And at this time, I will ask one of our graduates, Miss Libby Buckingham Brown, to join us and honor us with the national anthem. At this time, it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce to you the superintendent of the Spencer East Brookfield Public Schools, who will greet our graduates and our attendees. Dr. N. Tracy Crow.
Graduates, parents, family members, friends, honored guests, administration and staff, good evening and welcome to the graduation exercises for the David Prouty High School class of 2017. Thank you for being here tonight to share in this important event for these very capable and very talented students. Tonight marks the beginning of what is yet to come for these Panthers, these proud Panthers. So I'll address my remarks directly to the graduates. Seniors, you assemble here to be awarded tonight your high school diploma, having all met the same basic requirements. But tomorrow, you each go your own way and start the next phase of your life individually and very differently from all others. Whether you're entering college or a university to pursue a degree, or joining the military to serve your country, or entering the workforce to begin a career, or continuing to ponder what possible other high school, post-high school options you have. It doesn't matter because each will forge a very different path, a trail full of dreams. This commencement, this new beginning for you, will be yours and yours alone. It will be uniquely crafted just for you. Tonight's ceremony marks the moment that you will abandon all that you have known here, just for a moment, and leave the safety of this building, leave the comfort of what you've known to be your learning community, and now you will venture out into the great big world to continue your life's journey. Tomorrow, you don't wake up as a senior anymore. You wake up as a graduate, a young adult, poised to take on the challenges that will face you. These will be full of wonder and worry. They'll be full of curiosity and courage. They'll be full of deliberations and decisions, trials and tribulations. This may tonight officially be the last time you are required to be at David Prouty. But as you close this door and open yet another, please keep this door just a little bit ajar, because we do want you to remember your roots, and we do want you to return here often. As you grow on your journey, we hope that you will come back to share your talents and time, because the district also will continue to grow and move forward. Tonight we celebrate your achievements, and we acknowledge the learning that you've done for the past 18 or so years. On behalf of the administration, I can tell you that we have full faith that your plans for the future, whatever they might be, embrace a future that looks very, very bright and full of big dreams. You have big dreams, so never forget those dreams and never, never give up on them. When you were very young, I'm sure that your family and teachers read many books to you. I'm also fairly sure that some of them may have been written by Dr. Seuss. As you will recall, Dr. Seuss encouraged all of us, as he wrote, to never give up on dreams. Do you know why? Well, it was because Dr. Seuss was turned down 27 times before he finally found a publisher who would do his first book. But he never gave up, and the rest is history, as you know. The inspirational Seuss advice lives in the hearts of the young, but it remains there until later in life when children become old enough to understand the true meaning behind every story. Dr. Seuss may have written for children, but his words reach all ages, and his message about love and his wise story, they continue to grow. So tonight, as you start a new chapter in your educational journey, I'd like to offer some sage advice from the man, the myth, the legend, Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss cautioned us, only you can control your future. Now, you are right now in the driver's seat, the captain of your ship, an independent and confident human being. You're ready to face life's challenges and make choices that will impact you for the rest of your life. The choices are yours, so choose wisely. You can be whoever you want to be, and if you study what you love, you'll never ever have to work a day in your life because it won't feel like a job. Seuss also urged his readers to be self-aware and make very good choices in other ways. You're on your own and you know what you know, and you are the one who'll decide where to go. After graduation, it's a whole new world. College and the military are quite different from high school, and the real world of the 21st century is completely different too. So it's time for you to spread your wings and fly. Again, the choices are all up to you. Dr. Seuss also talked about caring and kindness, and if there's one thing that distinguishes the class of 2017, it has been said over and over again during the past couple of weeks: you are the class of kindness and caring. And what Dr. Seuss says was, unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's getting better. No, it's just not. So find the passion in your life. Adopt a worthy cause. Help others as you've done in the past. Find people to support your work. And surround yourself with people who care about you and your values. Realize the power of one, but embrace the momentum of many. Seuss also stressed the value of learning and said, the more that you read, the more things you will know, and the more that you'll learn, the more places you'll go. Books take you places, but knowledge is true power. Go everywhere and experience everything, because this is the time of your life Wasted time now can never be made up in future years. So take the opportunities and seek new challenges every day. As Dr. Seuss once said, kid, you'll move mountains. Life is too short to wake up in the morning with regrets. So love the people who treat you right. Forgive the ones who don't. And believe everything happens for a reason. If you get the chance, take it. And if it changes your life, let it. Nobody said this would be easy. They just promised it would be worth it. And as you see today, it has been. So finally, today you are you. That is truer than true. There was no one alive who was youer than you. You are one of a kind. Always remember, wherever you go, there you are. So, congratulations, class of 2017. Spread your wings, greet the world, and climb your mountain. Because as Dr. Seuss said, oh, the places you'll go. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Crow. So, mothers, fathers, grandmas, grandpas, aunties, uncles, friends, and neighbors, here are your graduates. They are headed out into the wide world to face a future that none of us oldsters can even picture. They will live deep into the 21st century, and I hope, and especially with medical advances, many of them may see the 22nd. And when you think of the changes that the last 100 years have brought to our country, the next 100 years is truly hard for us to imagine. You have taught them what you could. We, their high school faculty, have taught them what we could. You raised good people. We have done our best to prepare them for a life of work where they will have to be engaged and active citizens in an ever-changing world. The future belongs to these young people. Students, just as Dr. Crow did, but maybe a little sillier, I urge you to explore the world. I would like you to sing unselfconsciously, eat spicy food, and maybe, hopefully, travel to Mars. If you get the chance, please do travel to Mars. It didn't reach in my lifetime, but, well, maybe I'll see one of you go. Do not get caught in the tomorrow trap. Today is good enough. Do it today. Parents, don't worry. You have a wonderful community here. We here at David Prouty love the Spencer East Brookfield community, and we are eternally grateful to all of you for sending us your young people and allowing us to educate them. This is a community you can be proud of, and while these young people may never permanently call Spencer or East Brookfield home again after this summer, they will always know that this is home. They are ready to fly, and it is time for us to let them go. At this time, it is traditional to honor and hear from the highest ranked students in the senior class. Before we honor our salutatorian and valedictorian, however, I do want to bring to your attention two other high-ranked scholars from whom we heard yesterday, and I have a small token of appreciation for Miss Alicia Figarski and Miss Cheyenne Gustafson. Their talks were excellent. I hope many of you were here at Class Day to hear them. We will now hear from the second-ranked student in the class of 2017, our salutatorian, Mr. Eric Furberg. This is your medal. You're welcome.
Good evening. I would like to start off by welcoming all the friends, family, and faculty in attendance tonight to help congratulate my fellow classmates and I, the David Prouty class of 2017. We walked into this school 4 years ago, unsure of the true repercussions that it would have on us as a group and on each one of us as individuals. We knew that it would become a part of our lives, but we had no clue as to what degree or in what ways. For me, this weaving of David Prouty and myself was spurred through my involvement in what feels like every aspect of the school. I was fundamentally involved in sports such as soccer and indoor and outdoor track and field, while simultaneously playing roles in the Student Council and National Honor Society. Though I did not realize it immediately, these involvements I had associated myself with were integral in my character development over the years and helped shape me into the person I became today. Accompanying this character development was the acquirement of friends across different groups that helped to make my high school experience enjoyable, and to whom I thank today. Throughout all this, there is one fundamental aspect of my high school experience that I feel the need to emphasize to anyone in the audience, and especially to my fellow classmates, and that is get involved. We are all preparing to move on from high school and take our lives in numerous and varying directions. Some of us may be entering higher education, the workforce, the military, among other various postgraduate activities. Regardless of where life may take us from this point on, the one suggestion I urge everyone to heed would be to get involved in one way or another in whatever plans you make for yourself after today. By get involved, I do not mean simply joining a program on a shallow level, coasting along as part of something. What I mean by this is that we should become deeply involved in whatever we plan on doing. Incorporate yourself into the activities you are pursuing, and make them a part of who you are. When this is achieved, the benefits are numerous and extraordinary. You feel a sense of community, branching out and developing new, enjoyable connections with people you would have never met otherwise. You begin to develop a sense of belonging, viewing your establishment as more than just a place to learn or just a place to work, and more like an enjoyable environment that you can envision yourself interested in. You truly get the most out of your experience, creating long-lasting ties and fond memories instead of having a mediocre and easily forgettable involvement. These benefits and more are plausible, as long as you truly involve yourself into whatever it is you may do. That is my last piece of advice to those who I've spent years growing and learning alongside with, as well as to anyone listening in the audience who may feel it is applicable to them. I would like to thank everybody here today who has come to watch this ceremony, as well as thank all of those involved in making the past 4 years of my high school experience a truly memorable and enjoyable one. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. To become valedictorian, the one scholar with the highest grade point average in the entire senior class, it takes an enormous amount of concentrated effort, beginning freshman year, going all the way through to the spring of senior year, when many have lost interest in studies and fallen victim to the dread senioritis. Our valedictorian has completely personified the focused scholar, excelling in every way she can throughout her 4 years. I am proud to introduce to you the valedictorian of the class of 2017, Megan Bowen.
Everybody always told us how fast high school would go by. It'll be over before you know it, they said. But it's impossible to understand just how true this is until you experience it yourself. It's hard to believe this day is already here. In elementary school, Graduation just seemed like some distant, far-off event. It seemed like it would never come. It seemed like we would be young forever. But here we are. It's the day we've all been waiting for, but at the same time, dreading. Because everything's about to change. After today, we all go our separate ways. College, jobs, the military, or whatever path we decide to take. No longer will we be surrounded by the people we've known since kindergarten. We'll be forced to step outside our comfort zones and meet new people and try new things. Change is scary, but it's also incredibly important. As Socrates once said, the secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Change is inevitable, and it's a positive thing. It's necessary. Without change, we would never be able to learn and grow. Life's too short to live in the past. In order to succeed, we need to accept change and look forward. We need to focus on the future and all of the amazing things that it holds for all of us. Everyone keeps asking us, what are you majoring in? And what do you want to do after college? It's perfectly fine to say, I don't know. You don't need to have all the answers. I know that I don't. I wish I could stand here and tell you that I have it all figured out, that I know what I'm doing, that I know exactly what I want to do and who I want to be, that I'm not worried about the future, that I'm not afraid of change. But that would be a lie, because, to be completely honest, I have no idea. I don't have it all figured out. I don't have all the answers. And that's okay, because now is our chance to figure it out. Now is the time for us to try new things. It's the time for us to take chances and to figure out what we want and who we want to be. Try out that office job, join that political club, take that economics class, travel to someplace new. Find something you're passionate about and stick with it. Don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just learn from them and try something different the next time. Fight for what you believe in. Work hard and never give up. Now is our time. It's the time for us to live and learn and grow. It's the time for us to find ourselves, and it's the time for us to find the answer to the question everyone has been asking us since kindergarten. What do you want to be when you grow up? Some of us may be able to answer this question easily, and that's great. But some of us may find this question even more difficult than we did in kindergarten. That's okay too. So where do we go from here? This is the day that we've been working towards for the past 13 years. But now it's here, so what comes next? I don't have these answers. I don't think any of us do. I can't tell you what the future holds. I can't tell you what you'll major in, or what job you'll get, or where you'll end up moving. But what I can tell you is, we're ready. We're ready for this next chapter in our lives. We're ready to see what the future holds for us. We're ready to face the challenges and overcome the obstacles that stand in our way. We're ready to try new things. We're ready to make mistakes and to learn from them. We're ready to take risks, and we're ready to discover what comes next. We're ready. Congratulations, class of 2017. I wish you all the best, and I can't wait to see all of the amazing things that you accomplish.
Excellent job, Megan. Thank you so much. At this time, it is traditional for us to honor the faculty members who will be retiring. 2 faculty members will retire from our staff this year. One joined the staff relatively recently in DPHS terms. Mr. Paul Mazinski joined the faculty to teach in the tech ed department and eventually also became part of the business department. Many of the students have taken his computer classes, and Mr. Paul Mazinski will certainly be missed upon his retirement. The second retiring faculty member this year is a David Prouty institution. He is now seeing the grandchildren of his original students, which is always the traditional sign in teaching that it's time to retire. Many students have mentioned in their speeches and just in their conversations with me that his AP English Literature class introduced them to a new level of pain and suffering that they had hitherto not known. They all said it was worth it, however. They are absolutely ready, and I've talked to many graduates, and they said they are ready to write in college when they get there. It's not only this teacher's responsibility, all of our teachers teach writing, but I think we would be very remiss if we did not mention that Mr. Mark James has taught generations of Spencer and East Brookfield students to write for college. We will miss Mr. Mark James. Having transitioned from the retirees, it is now time for the students to honor their most inspirational staff member. And to give that essay, we have the president of the Student Council, Miss Olivia Lamoureux.
Good evening, everyone. I am here to pay tribute to the class of 2017's most inspiring teacher, Mrs. McCarthy. Teaching is a job unlike any other. To enter this field, you must have a deep desire to help others learn, and you need to learn to be willing to step out of your comfort zone to reach your students. Here at David Prouty, we have dedicated teachers who motivate us every day to be better learners, stronger athletes, and more involved citizens. We often hear about teachers who go the extra mile to ignite the spark that lights the fire in their classrooms. This year, the class of 2017 chose someone who does just that, inside and outside of the classroom. Before I tell you why we are dedicating our year to her, I thought I would begin with a poem. Quietly and patiently she waits as we crumble and crinkle into our seats. I am listening, she says. Our fingertips at the ready brush across the blank slates of our empty desks. She casts her first net to begin the long days of luring us in. Words trickle out. I am listening, she says. We smell the crisp leaves and the chill in the air as we begin to gather our private thoughts. She takes our words and thrusts them forward into patterns we must shape. Strings of ideas spill forth. I am listening, she says. We bear our souls on paper, our tears and anger, our fears and pain, our joys and laughter. She watches as the words melt out of us and cold sets in with powder white snow melting on the windows. Miles and miles of words cross her desk. I am listening, she says. The smell of freshly cut grass finally wafts through the window, calling us with the fever of spring. She trims and prunes our words, watering as she goes. Books are bound and pages are filled as we say goodbye. We are poets and storytellers, giving voices to the sounds of our silence as she sets us free. I am listening, she says, and I hear you. Mrs. McCarthy, you shared your time across many activities during our 4 years at David Prouty, helping with dance setups, chaperoning, and stepping up for more than one decorating crisis. You are present with our students, always approachable and willing to provide guidance when needed. You are an educator who has inspired so many of us to be better learners. As your students, you motivated us to dig deeply within ourselves and to find our own paths to creativity in your classroom. Writing became an experience instead of just a lesson. You encouraged us to be brave with our words and to turn those words into stories, many times helping us find power in those words. We use that power to express our fears, struggles, joys, and laughters, and for others to shed tears, secrets, and grief, all without judgment. You not only listened, but you heard us. You showed us that teaching does not stop at the doorway in your room. You understand that what happens to many of us outside of the school affects how we learn inside school. You helped us channel that energy into something positive. Your professional insights, support, understanding, and willingness to listen are just a few of the traits that make you the class of 2017's most inspiring teacher. On behalf of the class of 2017, we thank you for your many hours of hard work and support. We honor you today and dedicate the yearbook to you. If Mrs. McCarthy would come up, we have flowers to present to her.
Nice job. You may be wondering about the man with the baton. He is our class president. In fact, Ryan Hennigan has been the president of the class of 2017 since their freshman year. At this time, he will join us with a few remarks about the class of 17 and their journey up to the podium ahead in front of you. And he will ceremonially, only for one moment, pass the baton to the upcoming president of the class of 2018, Mr. Ryan Hennigan.
Thank you. I'm greatly honored to be standing here tonight as president of this class. I'd like to first thank my classmates for entrusting me with this role for the past 4 years. For the past 13 or so years, my classmates and I have been together. Being from East Brookfield, it took a few years to meet 2/3 of them. But nonetheless, we have become a family. From kindergarten until today, we have been waking up at the same time, going to the same buildings, eating the same lunches, taking our required courses, all moving forward toward this common goal, graduation. Now we are all moving on to different things. Whether we are going to college, joining the military, or jumping right into the workforce, not one student up here is on this exact same path, but we are prepared to face new challenges because of the experiences we've had at David Prouty High School. Tonight is a night we can all be together one final time to celebrate our accomplishments. Our path to get here was not the easiest. From falling ceiling tiles to exploding pipes, it was almost as if the building fought back sometimes. But together, we as a class have become stronger and more resilient, and the building has improved too. We also suffered great loss together with the passing of Mr. Wage last year and Miss Miner this year. Mr. Wage was David Prouty's inspiring band director for many years, and Miss Miner was a trusted aide and the mother of one of our fellow students up here. They are both greatly missed. I would like to thank Mr. Fran Fazio for his hard work reviving our school's music program this year. The music department has always been a great source of Prouty pride, and I'm happy to see that it will remain that way. I would also like to extend my thanks to Superintendent Dr. Crow, Principal Mrs. York, and Vice Principal Mr. Malone for their hard work in making our final year at Prouty a good one. If anyone wasn't aware, our class seems to have a tendency to scare away administration. In our 4 years at Prouty, we've had 2 superintendents, 5 principals, and 5 vice principals. Let's hope these ones stick around. I'd like to thank our class advisors, Mr. Bassett and Mrs. Hayes, and our former advisor, Mrs. Rubino, who couldn't be here tonight. Their guidance and encouragement throughout our 4 years here have truly helped so much. Lastly, I'd like to thank everyone crammed in this gym tonight. The love and support you've provided us throughout the years has carried all of us tonight. All that hard work supporting us has finally paid off as we move on with our lives. For some of us, this is the last time ever stepping into this building. Although we are moving on, the memories we created here will last forever. I'd now like to call Maggie Paul to the podium so I may hand on the baton.
Thank you, Ryan. Mr. Fazio? Thank you so much, Mr. Fazio and the DPHS band. It is wonderful to hear how great you sound, even without the wonderful senior musicians. Thank you so much. It is now time for the presentation of scholarships. Our wonderful town sponsor, the Permanent Scholarship Fund, has been incredibly generous to these graduates, and we are about to award over $30,000 to these students. Through the very generous donations of businesses and individuals throughout Spencer and East Brookfield, we were able to meet the need and award a scholarship to every student who applied to the Permanent Scholarship Fund. If Mr. Berthume will join me up here, we will award the scholarships. Did you want to make a speech? Okay.
Good evening. On behalf of the David Prouty High School Permanent Scholarship Committee, I want to thank Principal York and the class of 2017 for allowing us to be part of tonight's celebration. The Scholarship Fund, which was established 43 years ago, aims to award scholarships to Prouty graduates who are looking to continue their education at schools of higher learning. The fund is currently managed by 11 trustees, including 7 Prouty alumni and 2 former Prouty teachers. The committee solicits funds from local businesses, residents of Spencer and East Brookfield, and Prouty alumni during its annual fund drive. Memorial contributions have also become a sizable segment of the fund over time. Student applications are reviewed by a joint committee of trustees and Prouty staff, and awards are given based on academic achievement and involvement in extracurricular and community activities. Since its inception 43 years ago, the committee has awarded over $1.7 million in scholarships to Prouty graduates. We want to thank both communities for their tremendous generosity and hope that with all your support, the fund will continue to grow. Tonight it is my pleasure to announce that we will be awarding 49 scholarships totaling over $51,000 to members of the class of 2017. The Permanent Scholarship Committee wishes the entire graduating class much happiness and success in all of your future endeavors. And now, along with Principal York, we will award the 2017 scholarships.
The FlexCon Scholarship is awarded to Megan Bowen. The Irene Petruzzi Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Olivia Fahey. The Francis E. and Rachel E. McQuaid Richard F. Kane Jr. Memorial is awarded to Eric Furberg. The Spencer Bank Scholarship is awarded to Rebecca Young. The Spencer Exchange Club Scholarship is awarded to Alicia Fagarski. The Barnstorm Cycles and Jeeps Scholarship is awarded to Ryan Hennigan. The Patricia Corson Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Cheyenne Gustafson. The Alice Mullaney Snow Memorial is awarded to Jamie Hayes. There are 2 Derek Gaudet Memorial Scholarships. They are awarded to Jacob Fulmer and Jeffrey Fulmer. Jacob first. The John Begley Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Emily Hackett. The John Soboleski Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Catherine Miner. The Viola Paisan Memorial is awarded to Jessica Lascom. The Kelly Houston Memorial is awarded to Rachel Tebow. The Patrick Newell Memorial is awarded to Jacob Tootles. The DPHS Permanent Scholarship in memory of Alfred Morin Sr. is awarded to Olivia Lamoureux. The DPHS Permanent Scholarship in appreciation of Karen Hackett is awarded to Tyler Clayfield. The Howe Lumber Scholarship is awarded to Jillian Anderson. The Spencer East Brookfield Teachers Association Scholarship is awarded to Jillian Roy. The Webster First Federal Credit Union is awarded to Ryan Casalt. The St. Joseph's Abbey Scholarship is awarded to Kimarilis Ojeda. The Lamoureux Ford Scholarship is awarded to Emily Narin. The Mercury Wire Products Dairy Queen Scholarship is awarded to Rachel Petruzzi. The 308 Lakeside Heart to Heart Ahern Equipment Scholarship is awarded to Brianna Fancy. The Houston's Pool Service, Drs. Riccardi and Tamel, Zukas Hilltop Barn Scholarship is awarded to Caitlin Kelly. The Maureen O'Leary Minor Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Cole Cashman. The Class of 1985 Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Brittany Cornoyer. The Barnes Enterprises Pre-Owned Auto Sales, Cormier Jewelers Incorporated, is awarded to Jordan Sear. The Monette Family Scholarship and the Monette Landscaping Scholarship is awarded to Whitney Perry. The Gary Lavelli Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Joseph Wilkman, Jr. The Eleanor Small Downey Memorial is awarded to Derek Mensa. The Gino Waugh Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Alexis Jacome. The Lieutenant Colonel Edward R. Perrin Memorial is awarded to Elizabeth Buckingham Brown. The Senator Philip Quinn Memorial is awarded to Alicia Joppis. The First Lieutenant Mark S. Williamson U.S. Marine Corps Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Timothy Sears. The Hicks Family Scholarship in memory of Gerard Hicks is awarded to Evan Fritz. The Norman La Liberté Memorial is awarded to Haley Dean. The Spencer Country Inn in memory of Dave Eccleberry Scholarship is awarded to Tanya Rivera Valentin. The Ray Kroc Memorial McDonald Scholarship is awarded to Kyle Driscoll. The Elevator Constructors Local 41 Glenn Martin Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Erin Parker. The Morin Family Scholarship is awarded to Shelby Brooks, who could not be here with us this evening. The Berkhume Equipment Incorporated Scholarship is awarded to John Gibbons. The Lanigan Electric Incorporated Scholarship is awarded to Michael Renier. The Cloutier Family Scholarship is awarded to Joshua Dukes. The E.M. Tebow Excavation Incorporated as NECA Shanahan DMD Scholarship is awarded to Rachel Duda. The Central Mass Orthodontic Association Scholarship is awarded to Destiny Mazziello. The C.R. Wilson Insurance Scholarship is awarded to Anthony Barrett. The Mexicali Grill Spencer Scholarship is awarded to Victoria Javaris. And the Michael Wong Chef Sao Scholarship is awarded to Quincy Ogun Fetime. Thank you so much to everyone who contributed to Mr. Berthume and the other members of the Permanent Scholarship Committee and Foundation. Every penny helps when it comes to college, and I know these students are tremendously grateful, as am I. Thank you. We have two more special scholarships to be awarded. They are deeded as awarded at graduation, and they are the Greater Worcester County Foundation Scholarships, and this year they go to Jacob and Jeffrey Fulmer. I would like to honor the 3 students who have plans to enter the military. Some will be entering as soon as early this summer. Entering the U.S. Army, and please rise when I say your name, entering the U.S. Army will be Ashley Forrest. Entering the U.S. Air Force will be Jamie Kiesner and Walter Johnson. We are so proud of you. Do well, stay safe, serve our country with lots of Proudy pride, and come back and tell us all about it safely. Well, it's the time we've been waiting for. I'd like to ask Mr. Malone and Mr. Jay Manette, the chairman of the Spencer School Committee, as well as our superintendent, Dr. Tracy Crow, to join us as we prepare to award diplomas to our graduates. So that he can help me, I would like to award the first diploma to Ryan William Hennigan. Raymond Roy Gerard. Daniel Francis Chaucy. Cheyenne Rose Gustafson. Megan Irene Bowen. Eric Richard Furberg. Alexis Ramona Jacome. Alicia Marie Fagarski. Haley Elise Dean. Erin Marie Shannon. Mackenzie Taylor Wallace. Ashley Marie Forrest. Jordan Ashley Sear. Michaela Nicole Blodgett. Jamie Lee Hayes. Rebecca Marie Young. Olivia Hope Lamoureux. Olivia Doros Fahey. Rachel Marie Duda. Gabriel William Leahy. Sarah Jade Decker. Michael Renier. Brittany Marie Cournoyer. Jessica Leah Lascombe. Alicia Haley Joppis. Kimarilis Ojeda Cruz. Emma Moroney. Stephanie Victoria Whitenet. Noelle Brianna Demers. Alicia Adrienne Wood. Victoria Maria Javaris. Jillian Eve Anderson. Tanya Marie Rivera Valentin. Ariana Marie Huertas. Lucas Hammond. Christian Allen Shine Marshall. Patrick Joseph Gilbert. Zachary Quinn Leach. Jacob Yaskavich. Jonathan Smith. John Michael Gibbons. Dustin George Van Dyke. Colby Stephen Brennan. Jordan Lee Kelly. Catherine Elizabeth Miner. Erin Gabrielle Parker. Whitney Lee Perry. Sabrina Rose Petruzzi. Brianna Lynn Fancy. Jillian Roy. Rachel Leanne Tebow. Jennifer Lynn Treadway. Elizabeth Madison Buckingham Brown. Emily Margaret Nairn. Jacob Tootlis. Michael DeRozier. Justin Magnuson. Joseph Girton. Seamus Donahue Jr. Caitlin Ann Kelly. Emily Christina Hackett. Andrew LaFleche. Matthew Duval. Matthew Paul Hare. Jacob Spence. Rachel DeWan. Rachel June Petruzzi. Destiny Love Mazziello. Tim Sears. Adam DePadua. Juliana Rose Petritis. Patrick Joseph Curran. Jesse St. Peter. Mark Robillard, Jr. Quincy Chance Ogunfedeme. Gabe Coolbor. Joseph Tebow. Kyle Driscoll. Joseph Wilkman, Jr. Ryan Nealand. Cody LaFlower. Derek Mensa. Walter Johnson. Tyler Casey. Kyle Ortiz Arguin. Evan Henry Fritz. Christopher Mark Payne, Jr. Daryl Scott Beer, Jr. Jamie Kiesner. Jacob Thomas Fulmer. Jeffrey Fulmer. Anthony Barrett. Joshua Henry Ellis Wheeler. Cole Richard Cashman. Tyler Jonathan Clayfield. Joshua David Dukes. Ryan Casalt. Patrick Morgan Poirier. Xander St. Jean. Nicolas Kidus Cafarina. Alexis Junior Martinez. Sam Jefferson Robert. May I ask the members of the greeting committee other than the chair to take their seats? Mr. Chairman, I will ask you at this time if I may certify the diplomas of these graduates under state and local law. Thank you. Please be seated. Graduates, please rise. You may now move your tassels from the left to the right. Mr. Fazio. I thank you all for coming. I know you want to greet your graduates. Please let them process out as is formerly done. At this time, we will start the closing music. It's fine. Pomp and circumstance. Please allow the graduates to leave the gymnasium before you leave.